Every basketball fan knows the feeling. The clock's ticking, the defense is tight, and suddenly a player rises up for what looks like the worst shot imaginable, off balance, double-teamed, from way beyond the arc, or fading away with no clear view of the basket. The crowd gasps. The coach might be fuming. But then swish. The crowd erupts. The bench loses it, and somehow that so-called bad shot becomes a moment of pure basketball magic. In the modern NBA, shot selection is everything. Analytics dominate the game now. Coaches and data teams analyze thousands of possessions to find the most efficient shots. Layups, free throws, and three-pointers are the golden trio. Anything else, especially long twos or heavily contested jumpers, is labeled inefficient. But then, you have players who completely break those rules, proving that sometimes basketball isn't just about math. It's about instinct, rhythm, and confidence. Let's start with the man who redefined bad shots, Stephen Curry. Curry has taken and made shots that no coach would ever recommend. Step-backs from the logo, one-legged threes in transition, and pull-ups with defenders draped over him. Yet, statistically, he's one of the most efficient scorers ever. In one season, he made nearly 40% of his three-pointers from over 30 feet. That's insane range. For context, the league average from the normal three-point line is roughly the same. Curry's deep shots stretch defenses in a way no one had ever done before. When he hits 2 or 3 of those, defenses panic, opening up space for his teammates. What once looked like reckless shot-taking is now a weaponized strategy. Then comes Damian Lillard, better known as Logo Lillard. His name alone says it all. Lillard isn't afraid to pull up from 35 feet in clutch moments. In the 2019 playoffs, with the series tied 3-3, he hit one of the coldest buzzer beaters ever over Paul George from nearly 40 feet out. George called it a bad shot. But for Lillard, it was a practiced, calculated move. That one shot didn't just win the game, it redefined clutch shooting in the NBA. During one season, Lillard made over 45 threes from beyond 30 feet. Those aren't flukes. Those are repetitions turned into confidence. Kobe Bryant might be the greatest example of a player who thrived on bad shots. Throughout his career, Kobe made tough shots look routine. Turnaround fadeaways over 2 defenders, contested mid-range jumpers, falling backward. It didn't matter. Statistically, Kobe hit around 44% of contested shots during his prime years, which is almost as good as the league average for open shots. That's not luck. That's skill and hours of relentless practice. Kobe's mindset was simple. A shot isn't bad if you can make it. Kevin Durant has a similar philosophy. Standing nearly 7 feet tall with guard-like shooting mechanics, Durant has made the mid-range jumper, a shot analytics hate, one of the most efficient weapons in the league. He consistently hits over 50% from that area, which means his mid-range shot is just as effective as a three-pointer for an average player. Defenders can't block it, and he can shoot it from anywhere. When Durant gets rolling, no defense on earth can stop him. Kyrie Irving adds flair to the concept of bad shots. He's one of the most creative finishers ever. His twisting, spinning, off-balance layups against 7-footers look impossible. Yet Kyrie converts nearly 63% of his shots near the rim, an elite number for a guard. His control, touch, and confidence allow him to take shots most players wouldn't even attempt. To him, creativity turns chaos into art. Of course, not all bad shots are about skill. Sometimes they're about rhythm and confidence. Players like J.R. Smith, Jordan Clarkson, or Marcus Smart have made careers out of heat-check moments. When they're feeling it, every shot feels like it's going in, no matter how wild it looks. Those moments can shift momentum, energize the crowd, and completely change the flow of a game. From a statistical perspective, NBA players hit roughly 39% of tightly contested shots. Open shots? Around 47%. But elite scorers like Durant, DeRozan, or Tatum often push that contested number into the mid-40s. That means they're almost as dangerous when guarded as most players are when left open. For defenders, that's demoralizing. Bad shots that go in are also mental daggers. Think back to Kawhi Leonard's 2019 playoff buzzer beater against the Sixers. Fading into the corner, heavily contested, and the ball bounces 4 times before dropping in. Every coach in the world might call that a low-percentage look, but when it went in, it became one of the greatest moments in NBA history. Even physics plays a role in these shots. Deep threes often have higher arcs, creating better entry angles into the rim. Shooters like Curry and Lillard have mastered that arc and spin, so their long-range bombs aren't just lucky, they're scientifically optimized. Combine that with muscle memory and perfect release timing, and what seems like a miracle becomes method. But there's something deeper at play here: emotion. Basketball is not just about efficiency, it's about energy, emotion, and flow. A deep three or a tough fadeaway can ignite a team, silence a hostile crowd, or swing a game's momentum in seconds. These moments remind us why fans fall in love with the sport, not for perfect shot charts, but for those unpredictable flashes of brilliance. And that's the truth about bad shots that go in. They challenge logic, defy analytics, and create unforgettable memories. Because sometimes greatness doesn't follow the rules, it rewrites them.